It's easy. Hello everyone. This is Sandra Solomon here. Patriots, we have lots of updates to talk about, lots of fresh news. This is just like a quick video to talk a little bit about some updates, what's going on, what rallies, and what we're gonna be doing, okay, for the next I don't know, maybe a few years, few centuries, fighting with this stupid ideology, the Islamic terrorist ideology. It seems like we're not gonna be able to finish with it. So anyway, first I wanna say a real sad news. Okay, it's very sad about Brampton, a landlord. He's warning Canadians of human rights tribunals. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Okay, you can just Google his name. His name is John Alabi. He's a landlord. I'm just gonna read the first few lines. John Alabi, Brampton landlord, who was ordered by Ontario Human Rights Tribunal to pay a couple, which is Muslim couples, a husband and a wife, $12,000. $12,000 for what? Because he failed to accommodate their religion practice. Oh my God, he failed. He failed. So the rest of the story, it talks about him entering the bedroom with his shoes, where the Muslim couples came from Egyptian, who came to Montreal and then later on in Toronto. These two couples, supposedly this innocent man he's the landlord of the place. He entered the bedroom where they pray. Okay, and he entered with the shoes. Okay, so he had to pay them now by order by human rights. Okay, $12,000. Here you go, guys. And tell me that this is not application of Sharia law. Tell me this is not human, like this is against humanity. That's against humanity. This man, he is the landlord. He give them the notice. And so what if he enter with the shoes? So what? Are they like these human rights? Whoever give the decision, did they search Islamic text? Did they search the satanic book, Quran, the source of all evil? Did they search the hadith? Nowhere in the Quran it says Muslim should pray without the shoes. By the way, nowhere in the hadith. And I can challenge every Muslim, every Imam. As usual, I always challenge and no answer. Actually, the prayers, it says وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَأَنْتُمْ سُكَارَى. Don't come to the prayer when you are drunk. About the prayers. I challenge this human right, what's so called human rights, to study Islamic texts before. And plus, Muslims, they pray all the time on the streets. On the streets everywhere, where there are people walking, where there are dogs walking, animal walking, it doesn't matter. What about the Muslims who are praying all the time at the corners, on the streets? They can just put the stupid mats and just pray on it. Just pray on it. I challenge every Imam to prove me that the Muslims, okay, They have to, and the wife supposedly, oh my God, she has to clean it. She has to cleanse where she pray. Oh my God. You know why? You know why? Because they consider the kafirs, because the guy is apparently Christian, they consider the kafirs, the infidels, are filthy. Filthy. إنما المشركون نجس. That's Quran. I'm reading from the Quran. That's the Quran. Calling us filthy, and they are the clean one. So it's coming. I'm gonna do something about it. When is the right time? I'm gonna start working on into that. But I just I read this news like a little bit way before, but I just wanted to make sure like this is true. This is, yes, it happened. This is a true story. This is not a, like, we have to make sure before we open our mouth and before we talk about everything. The story, it's true. It's real. It happened. And what's going on with Canada now? So what? Are the Muslim accommodating anyone, everyone is religion? I don't think so. The Muslim, they demand removing the cross from many schools. They demand. They change so many, like, party room in condominium building to turn it to a mosque. If they are demanding their rights, why we are not demanding our rights? Why we are not demanding our rights? The right of the kafirs. The right of the infidels. The infidels' rights. What about the infidels' rights? I am a proud kafir. I am proud infidels. I am proud apostate from this stupid, barbaric, savages ideology. Came from the 7th century. Came from someone, all what he used to do is just kill and have sex and just kill and just have sex and just kill and just have sex. That's all what Muhammad used to do. A terrorist. Muhammad, the leader of all terrorists. That's what they follow. That's what they follow. A terrorist ideology. And I challenge the human right to prove me wrong. What's a human right forcing a man working hard in this country to pay a $12,000 to a Muslim couple who has no clue about humanity to begin with? They have no clue what a humanity mean, because Islam has nothing to do with the humanity. Islam has nothing to do with the humanity. It's all about them. It's all about us. Kuntum khayra ummah. You are the best ummah. You are not Muslims. I'm sorry. You are not khayra ummah. You are not the best ummah. You are the worst ummah. And I mark my word on this. And prove me wrong. You want to call me racist? Here you go. Call me whatever. You want to call me hater? Call me whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I am honored to be the one and only, challenging you every time. And none of you cowards, you're Muslims, you are cowards. You are cowards. Your imams are cowards. None of the imam dare to call me or dare to prove me wrong of everything I say. Because you are coward. You are a bunch of cowards. That's who you are. Because you know that I know. You know exactly that I know Islam inside out. That I know this evil satanic book inside out. And I challenge every Muslim to prove me wrong. That this is the source of all evil. That's the source of all evil. And I encourage everyone, get your kids away from this book. Get your kids away from this book. Get your kids away from anything has to do with any Islamic text. It's all satanic. It's all evil. Has nothing to do with the humanity. If these people have a sense of a humanity, will not make this man paying them $12,000 just because he entered the bedroom with his shoes. And yet, it's not against Sharia law. Yet, it's not against Islam to pray anywhere and everywhere. It doesn't matter. They pray on the streets. They just bring their stupid mat. If you think you are clean Muslims, you need to think again. Because your ideology is the worst and the most dirty, filthy ideology on earth. The Islamic ideology is the worst and the most filthy ideology on earth. Has nothing to do with peace, has nothing to do with the humanity, has nothing to do with the cleanliness and holiness. Because you are the children of Satan. You Muslims, you are the children of Satan, and the will of your father is doing. You are doing the will of your father, Satan. He was a killer from the beginning. That's who you are, Muslims. That's who you are. And you are not having any bravery to stand in front of me and face me. And none of your imam and none of you Muslim dare to come and challenge me and to prove me wrong of everything I say, because I know I speak the truth and only the truth. And this man, we need to pray for him first. We need to pray for his mental stress that they caused him, spiritual stress, everything. This man, he's going through a hard time. And the human rights need to be held accountable for this kind of a stupid, unjust decisions. And I challenge them. If they read the Quran, if they read the Hadith to prove me, everywhere where it says in the Quran, where it says in the Hadith that the Muslims, they cannot pray if someone walk on the shoes with the shoes and anywhere. I challenge them. I challenge every Muslim to prove me where is it in the Quran, where is it says that Muslims have to clean the place before they pray on it. I challenge them. And they cannot do it because it's not existed in this garbage book. That's a garbage book. You want to take me to human rights? Take me. Prove me wrong. You want to take me to court? I'm willing. You want to call me racist, hater? Call me. Take me. I challenge you to take me to court. Every Muslim. Take me to court. As you take this innocent man. You know why? Because you know that he doesn't know Islam. He didn't know how to defend his case. He doesn't study Islam. He doesn't know what's been written, what's not been written. That's why this man fall into that trap. And I wish that man contact me. I wish that he contact me before. And if anyone find me the way to contact this guy, please, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it to meet this man and to stand beside him and help him in his case. And thanks to Rebel Media, now they are doing a fund me for him to pay his so-called fine. Anyway, that's one thing, quick update about this, and update about the rallies that's coming tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a rally in front of the Israeli consulate around 1 o'clock. It's gonna be 180 Bloor Street, front of the Israeli consulate, countering the so-called innocent Palestinians who standing for the so-called innocent captured by Israeli, and they are doing the hunger strike, and they're standing whatever they're doing there. It's not like something we already used to, where all these lie and all these victim card that they're trying to play, claiming that they are the victims, and we have to always accommodate them. We have to always accommodate Muslims. Oh my God, they're gone into hunger strike. So what? So what? These are terrorists. Israel will never come and just like take anyone from their home and put them in jail for no reason. I'm sorry. They will never do that. They will never do that. These are the terrorists. They might have a ties with Hamas, have a tie with all the terrorist organization. They're doing the so-called intifada, which is the riots against the Jewish people in Israel, going around with the knife, taking even kids. The last one, Ahmed Manasri, he was only like 13, 14 years old. He's young. Why? Because his mother, the terrorist, she sent him to the street with the knife to go and kill a Jew. That's what they're doing. The Jews need our help. Anti-Semitism is rising in Canada, and everyone, every lefty and every liberal and every ignorant and every naive person in Canada toward Islam and Muslims, toward the Muslims. What about the Jews? What about the Jews? Every day in the mosque, every day when they read this stupid satanic book, the anti-Semitism is here, is rooted here. From the first page, the Imam Umar Sabudir, he approved it. The wrath of Allah on them, he said, yes, it's the Jews. That's what they teach in your public school to your kids, to incite hatred in the kids' hearts for the Jews. That's been now teach in the public schools. It's here, the root of the problem here. Once you study this book, once you understand this book, you know that's all evil here. And it's starting, of course, with the leader of all terrorists, Muhammad, who claim he is a prophet, and he recite all these stupid, and it's been whatever written here. So, Muhammad, the source. That's what Muhammad said. This is Muhammad ideology. The leader of all terrorists. Anti-Semitism is rising. So tomorrow we are going to be doing this rally. Please, first of all, we need lots of prayers, okay? Because we rebuke the spirit of Satan, the spirit of evil, okay? We rebuke it in the name of Jesus, okay? Because these people full of hatred and full of foolishness, fools. They think they are smart. They think they know, but they don't know that they don't know nothing. They're stupid. And I'm gonna be doing as well the other rally, May 17, at 201 Sussex Drive in Ottawa. I'm holding a protest in front of the #1 terrorist country in the world, Saudi Arabia. Okay. Now the UN, the betrayers of all women, true feminists, okay? They now announced Saudi Arabia, one of the, they're like a women rights commission, which has nothing to do with women rights. What's going on with the world? This guy, for human rights, they are give like everything turned to evil. And now Saudi Arabia, women rights? What women rights? Child marriage in Saudi Arabia. Women are being jailed in their homes. Women are forced to stay home if she cannot go nowhere without a guardian. Women till today, they cannot even drive a car in Saudi Arabia. What else? FGM in Saudi Arabia. What else in Saudi Arabia? Women, marital rape in Saudi Arabia. Everything. Women cannot even have ID. She doesn't have a control of her own personal like documents, her passport, her papers, because they're afraid of women rights. They are afraid when women in power. That's what happened. To expose them. I lived in Saudi Arabia. I know exactly what women under Sharia law. So that's what we are protesting against this UN decision, May 17, and encourage everyone. It's going to be in Ottawa at 2 o'clock from 2 to 4 in front of the Saudi embassy. And we stand for our right with no fear. If they are demanding their rights to the point They got the man to pay $12,000. Why we are not demanding our rights? Why we are not demanding women rights? Why we are not demanding justice? Justice and peace. Why we're not demanding? That's the key word. Determination and demanding. You need to demand it. And continue and non-stop. And with no fear. With no fear. What you are afraid. All what I'm doing is trying to break the circle of fear in many people's hearts. Let them speak. Let them talk. Let them come out on the streets. A huge number. And speak your mind. And no one can control you. Who are they? Who are they? At the end of the day, who are they? They own you? I'm sorry, they don't. They create you? I'm sorry, they don't. Forget about being like, unless you like to be slave. That's another story. I'm sorry. If you are, you like to be subjugated and you like to be humiliated and you like to be living in a slavery mindset, it's up to you. I'm sorry. I have dignity and I stand for myself. I have the value for myself. I'm sorry. That's up to you. But patriots, they don't bow. Patriots, the true patriots, they walk up head. Their head up. And they say what they want. And they demand it. And that's what we want to demand. Trudeau, out. And motion M13, garbage. It need to be trashed. The JDL are very good group. Very good people. Stay with them. Help them. And stand together. The JDL are the only one group. The Jewish Defense League. Standing for Israel, standing for the Jews, standing for the rights of Israel to exist. And then the 15th, they are doing the Al-Nakba Day, the Palestinian, the terrorists. They're doing Al-Nakba Day. Al-Nakba Day, what Al-Nakba Day? It's the day after the declaration of Israel as a state. Yes, Israel is a state. Yes, it will stay there eternally, forever. Because at the end of the day, this does not believe in border. There is no border in Islam. Ad-Din kulluhu lillah. The whole religion for Allah. Fight them. That's what Muhammad said. The end of the time will never come until the Muslim kill the Jews. Until the rock will cry out, there is a Jewish behind me, come kill him. Oh Muslim, there is a Jewish behind me, come kill him. That's what the Muslims believe. That's what's been said by Muhammad, the leader of all terrorists. That's what till today the Palestinian chanting all the time, and majority Muslim chanting. Khaybar, Khaybar ya Yahud, Jaysh Muhammad sawfa ya'ud. Oh Khaybar, the army of Muhammad, it will come back. Why it will come back? Because they want a revenge for Muhammad, the leader of all terrorists, the psychopath. Psycho, who claim he's a prophet. And he fly on what? That's what Muhammad. Here you go. That's why they claim Al-Aqsa Mosque. That's why they claim the land. This is their claim to the land. Here you go. This one. Muhammad fly on a donkey. Muhammad fly on a donkey. That's for real. This is their claim. Donkey. A donkey. Here you go. It says Surat Al-Buraq. The Buraq, how he saw him. Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu, Abu Bakr. That's and this is my quotation. This is my quotation here, and I'm so proud to read it for you. I will not ignore 3,000 years of a valid evidence and historical facts which prove the right of the Jewish people to their ancient homeland Israel in order to follow a psychopath who falsely claimed that he was a prophet and flew off to heaven on a donkey from Al-Aqsa Mosque. This is their claim. Muhammad flew on a donkey. And ask every Muslim, who built the Aqsa Mosque? Who built the Dome of the Rock? When? And why? And how many years after Muhammad? And what's the historical evidence around it? Who was there? Who lived there? Which empire was at that time? Who's the people who was ask every Muslim these questions. Most of them, they don't even know. They don't know. When was the first Palestinian state? Who was the first president? What was the national anthem? What was the money? What was their language? Give me evidence. Give me evidence. No, zero. The only one. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى in the Quran. Only one verse. And it has nothing to do with that. And guess what? From the Quran, I can prove it to every Muslim on earth that even from the Quran, the land is to the Jews. For you to know. From the Quran, the land is for the Jews. From the Quran. Not from anyone else. Which is, I don't even really need to use this stupid book to prove the right of the Jewish people. It's a long subject. But I can prove it. And anyway, that was something to prove to you that we still going, we're still working hard with the true patriots, okay, to stand for Canada, to stand for Canadians, and we're gonna be always expose Islam for what it is. Many Muslims, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, many Muslims, but the media doesn't want to tell you this for you to know. Many Muslims are now leaving Islam. I'm telling you, and take my word on that. Many Muslims in Middle East now leaving Islam, thousands of them, when they see the true face of Islam. Many Muslims now became either Christian or either atheist, or they don't want to get involved with jihad, or they don't want, that's it, they are waking up. They are waking up. Why? Because many people are speaking, not with the sword. Islam will not be defeated with the sword. Not with the sword. It's with the word. Trust me. Because they want jihad. They want to die for Allah. They want to die. They are ready to die, to sacrifice themselves for Satan. But the more people speak, the more we enforce the law. Once you enforce the law, once you speak openly, trust me, Islam will just fade away. Trust me on that, take my word. But how can we enforce the law when we have a government who turned their back on the country? How can we? So the first step is to clean that parliament. Clean it. Clean it. Lefties need to go. Liberals need to go. Trudeau need to go. Motion M103 need to go. First before anything. And the more we speak, we're not gonna be quelled. Islam will not gonna quell us. This innocent man tried to quell him, but we will stand for him. We will stand for women's rights. We will stand for kids' rights. We will stand for animal rights, especially dogs. Especially dogs. Keep going, guys. True patriot, stand together. Tomorrow at 180 Bloor Street in front of the Israeli consulate. May 17, 201 Sussex Drive in Ottawa. I'm gonna be protesting the UN decision for giving Saudi Arabia to be a women rights commission, and more to come. More rallies. They're gonna do the Nakba Day. I don't know if I'm gonna be there or not, because I'm going tomorrow, and most likely they're gonna do it somewhere like an indoor. I'm not gonna bother with that a lot, because these are like so propaganda and so stupid. And Hamas, they put the kids and the women as a human shield, and they bring the pictures of them, and they crying them off to the West. And in the East, I am Palestinian. I witnessed myself when the Palestinian mothers, so-called mothers, they don't deserve to be a mothers. A true mother will never teach her kids to hate, to go for jihad and die for Allah. A true mother will take her kids to herself and protect them from any harm. But the Palestinian mother, they're doing the opposite. They send their kids to the jihad, and then when they die, they celebrate and they give candies. And when they come here to the West, crying, we are the victim. See, our kids, the Israel are killing our kids. The Jews are killing our kids. Oh my God. We have to cry. I'm not crying them. I'm sorry, because they are liars. I don't cry liars. I don't cry liars. Stop it, Muslims. Stop it. Your victim card, it's expired. Expired. They are willing to die for Allah. They are willing to do jihad and die for Allah. This is what they teach me. Jihad, it's our way. Dying for Allah, it's our ultimate dream. Ultimate dream. Here you go. This is what they teach the kids. Look at the UNRWA schools, which is Malala. Donate the money for them, so-called activists. Donate the money to UNRWA, the terrorists. They teach in Gaza Strip, they teach the kids to hate the Jews. This is what they teach me. We must hate the Jews. We must revenge for Muhammad. Why? Supposedly he died because of he was poisoned of a lamb leg. Supposedly a Jewish woman poisoned him. That's what they want to revenge after the Ghazwa of Khaybar, after he attacked Khaybar. I know Islam inside out. I know it. I know it. Muhammad, the leader of all terrorists, they attacked the 4 tribes of Al-Madinah, Banu Qurayda, Banu Al-Nadir, Banu Qaynuqa, Banu Khaybar. I know it. He took one of his, Safiya. She was one of his 6 slaves. Muhammad, the leader of all terrorists, he raped her after they killed her father and her brother and her husband. Safiya. Muhammad took her and he raped her the same night. And now the Palestinian coming and crying and crying. And guess what? If they take over Israel, if they take over the Jews, trust me, they will eat them alive. They will eat them alive. They will rape their kids as young as 5 years old babies. They don't care. They will rape them. They will kill them. They will burn them. If you think Hitler did a Holocaust, watch the real Holocaust that came 1400 years ago when Muhammad did the genociding, and it's more to come. If we're not going to protect the Jews, if we're not going to stand for Israel, Israel at the front line. Israel, if Israel gone, we all gone. We all gone. This is their dream. They don't want borders. Forget, they don't want Palestine. This is a lie. I challenge every Muslim to prove me wrong. This is a lie. That's a lie. Islam do not believe in border. Read. If you don't believe me, read. Islam do not believe in border. This constitutional Sharia law book order Muslim to kill all the infidel until the whole religion for Allah, until the whole earth for Islam, until the whole world is Muslim. And kill the infidel until they give the jizya and feel themselves subdued. That's what they want. That's what they want. Caliphate. Caliphate. Think empire. Think Islamic empire. Where is the border? What's the border? Is the world. It's the world. It's the earth. Believe it or not. They want to bring back the caliphate. And for them to be able to wipe Israel from the face of the earth, they have to build the caliphate. And that's exactly what they're trying to do now. So guys, stand with the JDL. Is the one and only Jewish group in Canada here, defending the Jewish rights. Stand with the JDL. Stand with the every Jew here. It doesn't matter. Even the dumb Jews, the naive Jews, the liberal Jews, I don't care about how they think. I will stand for the truth no matter what, because I know that there is some Jews as well, they're not getting it yet. Liberalism, it's apparently mental illness. Mental illness, they're not normal. I look at the liberals and I look at the Muslim, same. Mental illness. Here, psychos. Psychos. They're not normal. They're not normal. Do you talk about human rights? You talk about peace? You talk about diversity? You talk about humanity? Okay? You stand. Anti-Semitism is rising to the point they destroy the cemetery. So stop being naive and stop being ignorant. It's not all about Islam and Muslims. Islam and Muslims, accommodate them. Sorry, I'm not gonna accommodate nobody. I'm not accommodating any Muslim because they're not accommodating us. They're not accommodating us. What's the accommodation for Christian in Middle East? What's the accommodation for Jews in Middle East? What's the accommodation? So stop being ignorant, stop being naive, stop being whatever. And open your eyes and open your brain and and read and search. If you don't want to believe me, read this stupid book. Read this stupid satanic book. Read it. And you know how they think. Pathetic. Crazy. Garbage. Garbage. We're not gonna give up with that. I'm sorry. And so far I exposed these ISIS. My friend, he keep telling me he wants you joke. Black or black. Someone called me. He said when I talk about the plaque. Listen, I have a problem with the B and the B. There is nothing. No worry. It's not gonna work. The B and the B. It's not gonna work. So I called the plaque. So I don't know. You need to find another word. The carving or whatever. Plaque and black, I don't know. The P and the B, it's gone. Like there is no way I can fix that. So okay guys, visit my website. And so far the Palestinian, they're gonna come tomorrow. Did with the evac. Muhammad, please, I'm encourage everyone. If every time you see a Muslim or Palestinian, especially Palestinian, just tell them Muhammad fly on a donkey. Muhammad fly on a donkey. That's what we need to tell them. That's a donkey that Muhammad flew on it. Muhammad fly on a donkey. That's what they believe. This is what they believe. The donkey flying. That's why. They want to be accommodated for their craziness. Crazy. Yes. Mental. They're not normal. For real, I'm telling you. They are not normal. You are dealing with people who has mental issues. Mental disabled. That's why Muhammad, he was mental disabled. He was a psychopath. He was a terrorist. He was everything and anything. He was like a criminal. Muhammad was a criminal. A criminal mindset. So you're dealing with mafia, mafiosa, gang, bandits, thugs. That's how they are. Like that's how it is. That's how it is. So tomorrow with the JDL, we stand for the Jewish right to live in peace, and enough is enough with all these stupid Palestinian liars. They're gonna come tomorrow. They're gonna demanding the hunger. Eat. You know what? Let them go on hunger. Most of them are like a freaking 400 pounds. Let them go on hunger. Let them lose some weight. Let them. I'm not feeling sorry for anyone of these so-called Asra. What do you call it in English? The captives. Look at the Yazidi captives. Look what they do with the captives in Middle East when ISIS take over. Look what they're doing with the captives. They killed them. They beheaded them. They raped the women. That's what they do with the captives. And they are real captives. The Yazidis, the Christians. If they take the Jews, they think they're gonna treat them well? I'm sorry. They're gonna burn them alive. They're gonna cut their hands and legs and watch them dying. And if you think Hitler did the Holocaust, watch until the real Islamic Holocaust. And that's my warning to every Jew. Stop being ignorant and stop being naive, and especially the liberal Jews. Stop being naive and stop being ignorant and stand with the GDL, stand for your people, stand for your rights and demand it. As like these Muslims demanding their right, why you're not demanding your right? Where's the Jews coming? I want to see more Jews coming out and speak for your rights. Here we go. We are the Gentiles coming from all over, and I encourage every Christian as well to stand. And for Christians who's not also standing for the Jews and for Israel, stop being naive and stop being ignorant. As a Christian, yes, I am proud to stand for Israel. Yes, because the God of Israel, He is my Lord. I stand for the truth and only the truth. And stop this all this stupid way of thinking. And we need to get together. And this is update for what's coming. And don't forget the Saudi embassy, and as well don't forget to. Now I'm selling the t-shirts on the website. Don't forget to go to my website www.voiceofsandrasolomon.com, and everything is appreciated, all your donation. And also you can go to the GoFundMe account that's it's been setting up for my tour. We're gonna shake Canada, and be ready Canadians, because more to come and more to come, and we were not gonna stop. And I want the true patriots to stand together. And don't forget June 3rd in Ottawa, we're gonna be all going for another rally in my tour, and we're gonna be all standing together for the truth. And we're not gonna let Islam take over Canada, and we're not gonna get Sharia law to be a Canadian law, because it has nothing to do with the humanity. We separate. It's a secular country, and that's it. And we keep it the way it is. And we always say we stand for Canada first and Canadian first, and we put the justice. We put justice and peace. We want the Muslim to live in peace too, as long as they stay away from all these stupid dominating ideology. They are more than welcome to live in peace, but stop playing victim. And this man who had to pay $12,000, we're gonna do something about it soon. Stay tuned. And we always say, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all.